Most people coming to the dentist are very scared and nervous, and it's very satisfying to reassure them and calm them and win them over. But if you're patient with them and show you care, it's amazing how they'll become very loyal and trust you. When you read the technical data on material, it's very hard to interpret, so I go on how it performs practically. So if it looks good, it's easy to work with, it doesn't cause sensitivity, and it's reliable and lasts a long time, that's what I look for.
In 1970, Jeff Cheetham saw the need to make dentists' lives easier and their patients happier. 2 years of planning later, he started SDI.
The service the dentists in those days were getting was not really ideal. The first product was what I knew, which was dental amalgam. Very quickly I realised I had to get into other products, which we did, which were tooth-coloured restoratives, plastic composite fillings, then eventually tooth whitening.
Financially, it wasn't an easy time, but that didn't stop the Cheethams.
Well, I did it out of my personal finances. My wife and I literally had to mortgage the dog. It started in my home. Well, the bedroom we had spare in our home was actually my daughter's bedroom, which she was unceremoniously kicked out of, and we started to make capsules there. So she doesn't like being reminded about it, I don't think.
SDI's first innovation was single-use capsules. Trial and error got the mixture right, and soon Australian dentists started to enjoy the benefits. 1975 was also when SDI began exporting, starting with New Zealand. The next year, Jeff and his wife Pamela went on a trip that would change the trajectory of their business forever.
Well, immediately I wanted to go global, and we did it fairly quickly. We actually intended to go to England, but it was just too expensive. So Olympic Airways had a special deal, but you had to get off at Athens. I thought, well, let's try Greece. The consulate in Melbourne had yellow pages. I flicked through it, and then when they weren't looking, I pulled the pages out, and I had a list of about 30 companies and their addresses based in Athens and were selling dental products. So I then wrote to every one of them, and most replied saying, well, when you come to Athens, come and show us your stuff. And when we went to Athens, we probably saw about 6 or 7 potential customers. The one I wanted was the guy I eventually got, because I'd heard he was really good, and he was just starting his own business. That's Miltos Fitzeropoulos.
I remember is that we walked from the center of the Congress to his hotel. We couldn't go to any restaurant because I had not so much money to pay for a lunch in that period. Yeah, they were accepted from the total dental community, this new system of capsules, and really helped us. The name of SDI was for us, let's say, a flag to our company, and this was a big step to increase our business.
The roots of this success come from this cooperation to SDI. Practically, it was the first products ever imported by this company in Greece. We had a great success due to partners like SDI.
After the success of the trip to Greece, Jeff secured 5 distributors across Asia. Then in 1980, he decided to go headlong into America.
Thought, wow, this is it. This is where we're going to really settle up and expand our business, and we did.
By 1990, SDI had opened a tiny American office and secured distribution across Asia, and had opened an office in the heart of European dental manufacturing, Germany. From those inauspicious but audacious beginnings, SDI now helps dentists in over 100 countries and exports 90% of the products it manufactures. During his travels, Jeff could see that increasing numbers of dentists wanted new composite restorative products. In 1985, the business listed on the Australian Stock Exchange and shifted its R&D capability to focus on that change.
Well, we listed on the stock exchange because we just ran out of money. It was simple as that.
By 1990, SDI had acquired neighbouring factories in Bayswater to expand capacity. At the same time, current CEO Sam Cheetham started working as a sales representative in Victoria, Australia.
My father was always working. He worked long hours in the factory. He'd try and make the product right, and then he'd go out and sell it. In the early days, communication was really tricky. It was very expensive, and in terms of having to talk to a customer, he'd have to book a call to Asia or the US or Europe. Hopefully they were there at the time.
R&D was given a further boost in the 1990s, especially for glass ionomers and composite development. The company was poised for a productive, hectic and slightly chaotic period through the 2000s.
In the early 2000s, we released a whole stack of new products almost at the same time. We got into aesthetics, we got into more composites, we got into accessories, and then we got into glass ionomer cements. So in a very short space of time, Pola, Aura and Riva were all born.
It just had this buzz about it, and it was exciting.
Building improvements were necessary, as was marketing. Everything was happening at the same time.
So we were working so hard on getting products out, on entering the market in these spaces that we did make some mistakes. There were some things that we released earlier than we should, some things we had to recall because they weren't as we wanted them out there. But we learnt from all those things. We learnt how to make products that were just far better, far more trustworthy, more reliable and higher performance.
We have super quality control over our suppliers, our systems. Nothing goes out until it is 100% perfect.
In 2016, Sam became CEO, and in 2019, the company had worked its way free of debt. SDI is a trusted dental partner around the world, and the future is bright.
That people know we're in this for the long haul. People know that we've been here, we've been through the cycles, we've been through the trends, we've stayed on board. And we can see what's coming. We're planning to be here for the next 50 and 100 beyond that. The next generation of what we want to do now is Luna, is the next product in that composite field, right? Where we've put all our knowledge and understanding, the things we've developed over time, into this new product, the range of new products that go under the Luna brand. And it's bringing all of that into the new modern field.
We've gone from an entrepreneurial sort of ideal scenario to a more structured scenario. But that sense of innovation is certainly still there now.
We've been here for 50 years. We're really excited how well poised we are for the future. SDI is investing in new facilities, new production facilities. We're investing in new product development. We're investing in our distribution overseas. We've got an excited team, a very committed team for the future growth of SDI. SDI. Your smile, our vision for over 50 years.